After unloading back at HQ, Drew and T are back on the road. Unlike most antique dealers, Drew learnt his trade in architectural salvage, buying and selling pieces rescued from demolished buildings. And today he's going back to one of his old contacts, 100 miles north in Lancashire.
Eddie Whiteside is somebody I met, well, you met as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
Years ago. And he's building his monument to architectural salvage. So did you build all this?
I built the tower. I built the conservatory.
And this thing as well, that's pretty
Yeah, well, I've built that.
fantastic. And you know what he's like? He's constantly buying stuff.
Yeah.
He never stops.
He buys masses of stuff as well, doesn't he? He
Masses
doesn't
of
just
stuff.
buy a couple of things.
I just hope he's in a realistic mood financially.
So we've got the kettle on as well, to be fair.
He has. Probably made the kettle.
The city of Preston built its wealth on cotton, then car and aircraft manufacturing. In a local suburb, retired engineer Eddie Whiteside has spent decades filling every inch of his home, garden and outbuildings with an incredible and diverse collection of Lancastrian salvage, covering everything from statuary and lighting to industrial and architectural elements.
I save what other people don't want. It's our heritage, and we need to be saving it. Because when it's gone, it's too late, it's gone. Clear out museums, churches, chapels, graveyards, all sorts. You do end up with more than what you need. I can let things go, and I sometimes do, and it helps me being able to purchase other things. I knew him before he had two Ferraris to rub together. I knew Drew before he was mean, but we can always have a talk about things. Everything has a price. If he gets near it, he can have it. If he doesn't, well, there you go,
Since Drew was here last, Eddie's collection has grown even larger.
Oh, here again. Trouble.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Oh, not so bad,
Good
how
to
are
see
you?
you. Good to see you. Hello.
Just
Hi,
counting
Eddie.
my fingers there, yeah.
How are you? You well?
I'm all right, but how's things with you?
Have you got some nice gear for me to have a look at?
No.
Can I just have a look at the old tap then?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
You'd be used to that.
I'm used to it. Show me.
Hasn't got any better around here, has it?
No, it's got more interesting. What about them lamps there? Big yellow ones. Where'd you get them from?
A bit nosy, aren't you?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
No, as a mate of mine, I'll clear a lot of stuff out from him.
They're in a bit of a state.
Of course they are. They're here.
Are they cheap?
No.
Didn't think so. Go on then.
100 quid each.
No. Come on. What about £100 a pair? I don't mean to insult you.
Do you know,
I can
his
just do it for
generosity-
nothing.
I'm staying out of this.
Generosity is only surpassed by his fabulous good looks, wit and charm. So that'd be a
Now
no.
I know you're lying. All right, well, let's leave him here for now and we'll crack on. Coming to Eddie's house is always, for me, great fun. I look forward to it when I know I'm coming. He's excited about stuff in the same way I am, but Eddie doesn't like to flog it that much. So now we're getting to the good stuff. The closer it gets to your house, the better it gets.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, right.
Because you want to keep them for yourself.
Oh, you can't half creep. Prices aren't going down.
Since Drew first visited 8 years ago, Eddie's continued to build his house from an ever-increasing collection of salvage.
How's your mausoleum getting on?
Mausoleum. I'm hurt to the
Your
quick.
big build. How's that getting on?
Well, it's coming. We're getting bits done. I put a fireplace in. Have you seen it?
You put it in the wall.
Yeah, that's where you put them. Different though, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I've never seen that before. Teeth, can you see?
An external fireplace.
Well, if you're working on the scaffolding, it's a bit party,
yeah,
you know
can
what I mean?
In the wall, on the outside, 25 foot up the side of a building, he's put a copy of an 18th century Rococo French chimney piece set into the wall with two griffins sat in it. That's Eddie. He's creating his own northern folly. And whether you like it or not, I applaud it. What about those urns there, Eddie? The big white ones on the top
Yeah.
there. They're not old, but
No,
still,
no, they're modern-ish.
they look the part.
You can always give me a bid. I can always say no, it don't hurt, does it?
500 quid?
No.
There you go. We've just got started, don't we?
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
Up.
OK.
I'm giving you a clue then.
What, 550 quid?
Do you know, he can't help it, can he?
No.
Do you remember? He used to be all right once.
Do you know, I've known him since we were 8 and I don't remember that.
Come on, then. Let's carry on.
Hang
Keep
on, you're not
looking.
in charge. It's my place, this. Come on, mate, we'll go this way. I might have something else to show you. Have a little wander down here.
Road signs.
Yep. Just in case you build yourself a town. Pritchard Mansions are already gone.
Essex Street, Plantation Street. They're good, these. You know.
Some of this are just called road.
Road. Well, that's what's
Yeah,
the one
but-
I like the most, actually.
Well, that's the one that's short off something else. It's something, and then it had the road underneath it.
Yeah. Well, how about that one, Checkers?
Right.
That one looks the part. And Road.
These street name wall plates were once attached to buildings. Road, made from cast iron, dates to the early 20th century. Checkers, hewn from cast alloy, is a newer mid-century example. Sold together, the Lancastrian signs could be worth around £250.
Go on then, hit me with some prices.
What I've been selling them out at lads, 60 quid a piece.
So 120 the pair.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. £60 each, £120 for the pair. Happy days, I've doubled my money. Right, can we have a look in your
Yep,
conservatory?
we're going through that way.
See if that through here.
Yeah, turn right.
Lovely.
You get a bit warmer in here.
It is. Oh yeah, my favourite log burner in the
Yeah.
world.
Where?
That's doing the job
You
today.
feel the
isn't
heat off it from.
Yeah, it's not too
There.
bad, is it? Yeah.
You go inside Eddie's house. We're now wandering around on the inside of Eddie's head. I don't know if it's a good place to be or what, but he does have, without doubt, the best log burner in Britain. And you can stand 20 foot away from the thing, you're still warm. So what have you got in here then, Ed?
Well, I've got these. They're a bit unusual. You may like these. Look at the bottom.
Blimey, I've never seen one of those before.
I've never seen one. Now, what does that look like?
The thing off the edge of the Chrysler building.
Exactly.
Look at that.
Good, isn't it?
What a
Yeah,
thing.
colour.
That's one, but I've two wall lights to go with it. The shell, but it's the same thing.
Yeah, because you'll see that bit all the time.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
I
bit
have
on the
never
bottom.
seen. You got it?
Yeah. Well, that's very, very unusual. And he pulls out this funky-looking Plafonnier light shade. And it has these chromed motifs underneath that look exactly like the Art Deco pieces sticking out from the Chrysler building in New York. And it just adds something to it. And then he shows me as a pair of clamshell wall lights as well, again, with this little architectural element sticking out the bottom of it.
This unusual Art Deco style plafonnier, or hanging bowl light shade, is made from coloured European glass, adorned with chromed detailing that looks to have been inspired by the eagles on the 61st floor of the Chrysler building. Sold as a trio with the clamshell wall lights, this jazz age set could fetch an illuminating £750.
There's a very, 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 very small crack in it.
Is there?
Means I'll have to actually use it. Can't sell it. That's the only thing. Sell these. I just can't sell that. It's all down to price, I suppose. As with everything in life. What's it going to cost me?
£250.
In a bid to increase his eclectic mix of items, Drew Pritchard is visiting old friend and salvage guru Eddie Whiteside at his home full of curios in Preston.
I put a fireplace in. Have you seen it?
You put it in the wall.
Yeah, that's where you put them.
Drew's bidding on an Art Deco Plafonnier shade with accompanying wall lights.
It's all down to price, I suppose. As with everything in life. What's it going to cost me?
£250.
It's not bad, is it?
Well, you've room on that.
Sold. Thank you very much. £250 for the three. It's fine. There's a little crack in it. Doesn't matter. You know, we can use them. OK.
Well, we're finding little bits.
Next one.
Go on, we'll go in here and see what we can find.
2 deals done, Drew's hoping for more in Eddie's conservatory.
You've tidied up for me.
It was getting cluttered, you know. So I just try and do my best.
I think it's actually busier than the last time I do, really.
As soon as I walk in, down on my right-hand side by my leg is what I would call a student's lamp. So this is early 20th century, 1900, 1910, height-adjustable pillar on it. They're good size. They're called student lamps. They probably weren't, but that's what their generic name for them. How much for that, Ed?
What are you looking at? You bid me.
£40.
Right, that'll do.
£40, great. I really like the colour. It's not been polished for years, for decades, but I look at which is perfect. I don't like anything that's polished up too much. Originality is king. It is original only once. You've got to leave them alone. When they're like that, leave them alone. Don't mess about them. Put the polish down. Back off. And that, is that an old one? Yeah. It'll do, yeah.
I think that's the... Isn't that the older one?
That's the slightly... Yeah, that's the one model before.
The angle-poised desk lamp is a British design classic, invented in 1931 by car suspension designer George Carwadine. The revolutionary design used springs under tension to produce a work lamp that could be easily adjusted for almost any application. Rewired and refurbished, this original example, manufactured in the Midlands by Herbert Terry, could be worth around £300.
50 quid.
That'll do.
Thank you very much. 50 quid, that's what we buy them for, and then we completely take them apart. Every last nut and bolt, they're all cleaned, rewired, and put back together again correctly. We earn our money on the refit. We buy original stuff, we're the first ones taking it apart, and only taking apart the bits we need to as well. OK, I think we're done.
All right, mate.
I think that's me today, Eddie.
Not a problem.
I'll enjoy having a look around the rest of the house.
Yeah.
Spending a day with Eddie is like me looking into the future sometimes, and I do worry that I could end up like him. Every time I come here, I'll learn something new, I'll see something I've never seen before, and I'll generally be able to buy something. There aren't many Eddies left, but if I'm ever in Lancashire, I will always call him.
Horrible. I've never liked him, but there again, somebody has to look after him a little bit. He's a good lad, isn't he? Let's be right. Drew is always welcome here. It's always nice when he goes as well. I feel loads better, but there you go.
All right, T.
Yeah.
All sorted?
Yeah.
Marvellous.
Then.
Not taking anything you shouldn't have done, have you?
Only one or two. Nice to see you again, Eddie. Look after yourself.
See you, mate. See you
And
next
there
time.
go. Off you go. See you, lads.
There you go. Eventful as ever, seeing Eddie.
Yeah. Doesn't change, does he?
No, no. I do love his place. It's just ridiculous, isn't it? And brilliant at the same time.
Yes.
I think he scoots along the edge of a bit of both. Madness and brilliance. As long as he keeps doing what he's doing, I'm happy. And we always find good things from him. And he always wants too much money for him.
It's been another varied and successful buying trip for the boys, and Drew couldn't be happier with how it's turned out.
We've been to 3 incredibly different locations. They couldn't be more different, could they? You know, from salvaging chemical works through to Eddie's place. And that is the spice of what we do. It's the difference. That means a lot to me because I enjoy buying from different places, then putting everything together. And I love the sort of jumble and the mix that that creates and that look it creates online, in the shop. It works for me. Difference is good. The best buy, to be honest with you, was those really large glass chemical tubes. Absolutely superb things. I can't wait to see what happens to those. That's at the core of what I do, you know, salvaging things, finding things that people don't really see any value or beauty in.
ever-increasing collection of salvage.
How's your mausoleum getting on?
Mausoleum. I'm hurt to the
Your
quick.
big build, how's that getting on?
Well, it's coming. We're getting bits done. I put a fireplace in. Have you seen it?
You put it in the wall?
Yeah, that's where you put them. Different though, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I've never seen that before. Teeth, can you see?
An external fireplace.
Well, if you're working on the scaffolding, it's a bit party,
yeah,
you know
you're
what I mean?
In the wall, on the outside, 25 foot up the side of a building, he's put a copy of an 18th century Rococo French chimney piece set into the wall with two griffins sat in it. That's Eddie. He's creating his own northern folly. And whether you like it or not, I applaud it. What about those urns there, Eddie? The big white ones on the top
Yeah.
there. They're not old, but
No,
still,
no, they're modern
they
niche.
look the part.
You can always give me a bid. I can always say no, it don't hurt, does it?
500 quid?
No.
There you go. We've just got started, don't we?
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
Up.
OK.
I'm giving you a clue then.
What, 550 quid?
Do you know? He can't help it, can he?
No.
Do you remember? He used to be all right one.
Do you know, I've known him since we were 8 and I don't remember that.
Come on, then. Let's carry on.
Hang
Keep
on, you're not
looking.
in charge. It's my place, eh? Come on, mate, we'll go this way. I might have something else to show you. Have a little wander down here.
Road signs.
Yep. Just in case you build yourself a town. Pritchard Mansions are already gone.
Essex Street, Plantation Street. They're good, these. You know.
Some of this are just called road.
Road. Well, that's what's
Yeah,
the one I like the most, actually.
Well, that's the one that's short off something else. It's something, and then it had the road underneath it.
Yeah. Well, how about